What's up, guys? Welcome back to MD3. My name is Mitchell. Tonight is a very special video. As you can see, I have a change of scenery behind me. I'm in front of a Christmas tree because 'tis the season after all. Today was a very exciting day. The nominees for the Golden Globes for 2023 came out, and I'm here to go through them, give my opinions on them, and give you my predictions. Please note these are pure predictions coming from someone who really is not in the industry or knows anything. This is going off of what I personally feel should win and what I feel like will win in my picks. Doesn't mean they're deserving of it. Doesn't mean that you can't form your own opinion. So anyway, let's just get right into it. So I skipped a lot of the television categories because I am a movie person. I do not watch TV shows whatsoever. I am familiar with some of them though, and I watch a few here and there. So for the first category, it's Best Television Series, Musical or Comedy. They nominated Abbott Elementary, which I think is one of those sitcoms on NBC or ABC, The Bear, which I don't know what that is, Hacks, Only Murders in the Building, or Wednesday, which is that new Netflix thing that everyone is going insane about. I did actually watch Only Murders in the Building. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun and fresh take on the murder mystery genre. And Steve Martin Short, and Selena Gomez were all charismatic and enjoyable to watch in it. And I thought it was just such a fun show overall. So I could see it winning that, or I could see Wednesday. I don't personally like Wednesday. I think Wednesday is an awful show. Well, not awful, just overhyped. But I could also see Wednesday doing it just because it's so hyped up right now and so like just fresh and very popular right now. I feel like it could take that category. So for right now, I'm going to say Only Murders in the Building or Wednesday is going to win this category based on the fact that I know nothing about the other shows, basically. For this one, it's Best Television Series Drama, which is Better Call Saul, The Crown, House of the Dragon, Ozark, and Severance. I feel like The Crown and Ozark are definitely ones that we can like edit out of this category already because I do not feel like those have enough hype going like around them to even win anything. I could see, Severance is the thing on Apple TV Plus, I think. It's a fine show, I think. I don't really know anything else about it. I don't think it's going to win. I think it's between Better Call Saul and House of the Dragon. I could see it going to House of the Dragon because that was one of the most anticipated like shows of the year, and a lot of people seem to enjoy it. So I'm saying right now, I think House of the Dragon's going to take it, or Better Call Saul, but I think House of the Dragon has it in the bag. Now we are getting the movie categories, and this is Best Original Song from a Motion Picture. We have Carolina by Taylor Swift from Where the Crawdads Sing, Ciao Papa, Alexandre Desplat from Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Hold My Hand by Lady Gaga from Top Gun Maverick, Lift Me Up by Rihanna from Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and Natu Natu from RRR. I think it's going to be either Lift Me Up from Black Panther Wakanda Forever or Hold My Hand from Top Gun Maverick. I think it might actually go to Lift Me Up by Rihanna, just because that seems to be a more popular song anyways. And yeah, I think it's definitely going to go to that one. So that's my prediction. Lift Me Up. Mark my words on that. Now we're getting the Best Original Score for a Motion Picture. We have Carter Burwell for The Banshees of Inisherin, Alexandre Desplat for Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Hildur, I'm not going to pronounce that last name because I do not want to butcher it. I apologize to the composer, for Women Talking, Justin Hurwitz for Babylon, and John Williams for The Fabelmans. I saw Banshees of Inisherin. I thought Carter Burwell's score was great in it. I don't think it's worthy of winning. Alexandre Desplat's scores basically sound the exact same to me, so like I don't think it's anything special. I think Justin Hurwitz has a very solid bet at winning Babylon. I have not seen the film yet. I'm seeing it next week when it goes wide. But even like the snippets of the soundtrack I've heard, it's a very fun jazz-based like soundtrack, and it's very, very dramatic and flourished and exciting and fun. So I could see it winning that. I don't think John Williams will win for The Fabelmans because I feel like John Williams has composed way better scores than The Fabelmans for Spielberg movies. So I don't think he's going to win. I think it's going to be Justin Hurwitz for Babylon is my prediction. Now we have Best Screenplay for a Motion Picture. We have Todd Field for Tar, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Martin McDonagh for The Banshees of Inisherin, Sarah Polley for Women Talking, and Steven Spielberg and Tony Kushner for The Fabelmans. I think it's going to go to Everything Everywhere All at Once, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I feel like that's the film that kind of wowed everyone with its story and screenplay, but I could see it going to Tar as well. But for right now, I'm going to put Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think it's going to sweep that category like crazy, so yeah. Now we're getting the very big categories. This is Best Director of a Motion Picture. We have James Cameron for Avatar: The Way of Water, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Baz Luhrmann for Elvis, Martin McDonagh for The Banshees of Inisherin, and Steven Spielberg for The Fabelmans. I don't think it's going to be the Banshees of Inisherin guy or it's Baz Luhrmann. I feel like Baz Luhrmann's definitely not going to win anymore. It's for Elvis. Warner Brothers has kind of been pushing this giant awards campaign for Elvis. I personally think the movie's not that good. I don't think it's going to win as many categories as they're trying to push it. So yeah, I think Steven Spielberg might get it just because he's a legendary director. I don't think The Fabelmans is his best work, but who knows? I think Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert could have a shot at winning it, but I think, I don't want to say James Cameron has it, but like, James Cameron has it. Now we have Best Performance by an actor in a supporting role in any motion picture. We have Brendan Gleeson in The Banshees of Inisherin, Barry Keoghan in The Banshees of Inisherin, Brad Pitt in Babylon, Ke Huy Quan in Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Eddie Redmayne in The Good Nurse. I loved both performances in The Banshees of Inisherin. I thought Brendan Gleeson is not going to win this. I think if anyone from the movie had a shot at winning it, would be Barry Keoghan. His performance was so funny, so energetic, so just fun to watch. He had a great performance in that film. Brad Pitt's not going to get it for Babylon. From what I've heard, his performance is very muted and not even like in the movie that much. So that's, yeah. Eddie Redmayne, I don't think either. I think it's a toss-up between Barry Keoghan for The Banshees of Inisherin and Kwan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm going to give it to Kwan because that's my personal favorite performance of this year. If you haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, stop what you're doing, pause the video, go watch it now. You will not regret it. His performance in that film just stuck with me. I saw this back in April when it released, and all year I've been trying to like find the performance by a guy that's going to like knock him out of the water, and no performance has come close. I think that he easily has this in the bag, so I'm going to nominate him. I think he might do good. I think he might win this. Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role in Any Motion Picture. We have Angela Bassett for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Carrie Condon for The Banshees of Inisherin, Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Donnie De Leon for Triangle of Sadness, and Carey Mulligan for She Said. What an awful category with awful nominations. I mean, the fact that they nominate Angela Bassett for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, like, calm down. She didn't have that good of a performance, first of all. And second of all, she had one good scene where she, like, did a monologue that was the only remotely good, like, scene in that entire film. She doesn't deserve to be nominated just for that scene alone. I think Jamie Lee Curtis was just someone they threw in just to like throw a name in there. I don't think she's going to win anything at all. This category kind of sucks. I honestly think it's going to be Carrie Condon or Dolly De Leon. I think it's going to be one of those two. I'd probably give the slight edge to Carrie Condon because I did see The Banshees of Inisherin. I saw Triangle of Sadness too, but I don't think that performance was that good. So I would go with Carrie Condon. I'd be surprised, shocked even, if any other category won this. Now we have Best Motion Picture in a Non-English Language. We have All Quiet on the Western Front from Germany, Argentina 1985 from Argentina, Close from Belgium, Decision to Leave from South Korea, and RRR from India. This one, I don't think it's going to be Argentina, and I don't think it's going to be Close. I think those two we can just knock out of the park. I think... I have yet to see any of these films. I know, sue me, I'm a horrible film critic, but I'm going to watch them before Golden Globes just so I can like properly formulate my opinions when I review the Golden Globes wins. But I think RRR has been a film that has been talked a lot about this year. A lot of people apparently loved it. I have yet to watch it because it's 3 hours, but it's on Netflix, so it's on my watch list. And I feel like Decision to Leave had a lot of hype around it too. But All Quiet on the Western Front did pretty good on Netflix, I gotta say. A lot of people seem to enjoy that. I heard a lot of buzz about it. So I would say either All Quiet on the Western Front or Decision to Leave. I think Decision to Leave is one that could be watched out for potentially. Now we have Best Motion Picture Animated. We have Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Inu-Oh, I guess it's like some anime thing. We have Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and Turning Red. Yeah, I mean, they had to throw in a Disney one somewhere, even if the Disney one's kind of mediocre, but whatever. For this category, obvious sweep. What I feel like should definitely win is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. 100% one of the best animated films I've seen. in years. I did a review about it. If you want to check it out up here. Yeah, I want Puss in Boots: The Last Wish to win. I think it does deserve to win because it's the best animated film out of all of these. But I could also be happy with Marcel the Shell with Shoes on winning, because Marcel the Shell is a film that is phenomenal. It's technically not an animated movie because it's live action animation hybrid, but we're not going to get into that. But I would be happy if that won too. But I think Puss in Boots is definitely the most deserving out of all of these. I just hope that, like, if worst case scenario, one of those two doesn't win, I hope anything but Turning Red wins. Turning Red sucks. Disney has just won this category in both Oscars and Golden Globes and basically every award show for the past few years. It's annoying. There's so many better examples of animation to be like deserving of the win than Disney's like latest formulaic kids film. If you want examples, last year Flea should have won over Encanto, and I will die on that hill. And the year before that, Wolfwalkers was beaten by Soul, and that killed me inside. So this year, I'm just hoping that Puss in Boots has enough momentum and a lot of people watch it. This category, fun fact, a lot of people in the Academy and Hollywood Foreign Press have admitted that they don't watch the films in this category. They just vote on whatever Disney film comes out every year in the nominations list. So I'm hoping this is not one of those years. I'm hoping they actually do give Puss in Boots: The Last Wish a good shot because it deserves it. So that's what I'm picking. That's what I'm predicting. Probably going to be wrong, but who cares? Now we have Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. We have Diego Calva for Babylon, Daniel Craig for Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery, Adam Driver for White Noise, Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin, and Ralph Fiennes for The Menu. Ralph Fiennes is not going to win. Adam Driver's not going to win. Diego Calva's probably not going to win. I don't know. I couldn't judge because I haven't seen the film yet. Right now, I think Daniel Craig is a good actor. I don't think Glass Onion's kind of the movie to make him win anything. I think his performance is better in multiple different movies. I think out of all of these, Colin Farrell has a pretty good shot of winning, and I hope he wins because Banshees of Inisherin, I've said it like all video, it's such a great film. And Colin Farrell had a great like comedic performance, and this is the comedy category for the performance after all. So I think that out of all of these, the comedy side, he had the best one, hands down. Best performance by an actress in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. We have Leslie Manville for Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, Margot Robbie for Babylon, Anya Taylor-Joy for The Menu, Emma Thompson for Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, and Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Michelle Yeoh's winning this category, hands down. I don't even need to go over the rest of these nominations. I just know she's going to win it. Based on all these performances, she has like the best chance of winning this category. So I hope she does too. Now we're getting into the best motion picture category. There's two different ones, one for musical and comedy and one for drama. For musical and comedy, we have Babylon, The Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery, and Triangle of Sadness. Triangle of Sadness is not going to win. It's too indie, too artsy to win an award like this. Babylon could, because a lot of like award show voters like movies about like old Hollywood and themselves, basically. So that could win. Banshees of Inisherin. Banshees of Inisherin, it has a fair shot. I'm not going to say it doesn't have any shot because it does, but I don't think it's going to win. Everything Everywhere All at Once might take this. It's been a front runner all year for Best Picture in general. And I think it would win over Glass Onion. I think Glass Onion's a good film, but Everything Everywhere All at Once is 10 times better. Now we have Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture Drama. We have Austin Butler for Elvis, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Hugh Jackman for The Son, Bill Nye with Living, and Jeremy Pope for The Inspection. I think they just threw in Jeremy Pope to put in another name. I think out of all of these, it's either going to be Austin Butler for Elvis or Brendan Fraser for The Whale. I've yet to see The Whale. It's going wide next week, so I'm going to see it then so I can properly judge the performance, because I've heard a lot about Brendan Fraser's performance in this film. I've heard it's like top tier. I've heard it's like insane. So I hope it is. I hope, because I like the guy a lot. I just hope he has a great performance. For now, I don't know, this category kind of sucks. There's not like a performance on this list that's like really popped out at me and like made me like, oh, they need to win this. But maybe that will change after I see The Whale, I hope. For now, I'm going to put Brendan Fraser as winning it, with Austin Butler coming in at close second. I don't think Austin Butler should win it. I think Elvis was just not a good movie. Best performance by an actress in a motion picture drama. We have Cate Blanchett for Tar, Olivia Colman for Empire of Light, Viola Davis for The Woman King, Ana de Armas for Blonde, and Michelle Williams for The Fabelmans. I can already tell you it's not going to win. It's basically process of elimination. First, we can cross off Ana de Armas for Blonde. Great performance, but all the controversy surrounding that movie is going to limit her winning severely. Viola Davis for The Woman King is absolutely laughable that you would nominate that performance. I mean, I don't know, man. Olivia Colman for Empire of Light. I've yet to see Empire of Light, but I've heard that Empire of Light sucks, so I would be surprised if she won that award. That leaves Cate Blanchett and Michelle Williams. If you follow my Letterboxd or saw my top 10 of the year video, you would know that I absolutely loved Tar. I thought Tar was one of the best films of the year, and Cate Blanchett's performance is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm putting Cate Blanchett as winning this. She definitely deserves to win it, hands down. Last category, the big one. We have Best Motion Picture Drama. Avatar: The Way of Water, Elvis, The Fabelmans, Tar, and Top Gun: Maverick. What an awful category. Fabelmans, they just threw in there as like the award. It's like this year's Belfast. If you aren't aware, Belfast was this movie last year that had a bunch of hype as being the next Best Picture winner, and it sucked when it came out. I think Fabelmans is going to fall into the same thing. I think it's going to get nominated, or it did get nominated. I don't think it's going to win. Elvis is funny. Tar could win. Top Gun: Maverick might win, but I think I haven't seen it yet. I'm seeing it on Thursday. Review coming on Thursday, but Avatar: The Way of Water might actually take it. I mean, it actually might. I'm going to predict Avatar: The Way of Water. I'm going to be risky. I'm going to risk it. Anyways, yes, that's my review of the Golden Globes nominees, and those are my predictions. I guess we'll see in January whether or not my predictions were accurate or not. I hope they are. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this one. My name is Mitchell. As always, leave a like, subscribe down below, leave a comment down below with which movies I should check out so I can add them to my watch list. As always, this is Mitchell signing off. Peace out.